South Korean President Lee Jae-myung's recent visit to Washington underscored the fragile balance of power in Northeast Asia. His first trip to the United States as head of state was overshadowed by unexpected remarks from Donald Trump, who questioned South Korea's internal politics and threatened trade cooperation before the two even met. Although Trump later softened his words, the uneasy atmosphere highlighted the challenges that continue to define U.S. South Korea relations. Trump quickly shifted focus, proposing that Lee meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, boasting of his own familiarity with Pyongyang's ruler. Lee responded with humor, attempting to lighten the exchange, but beneath the pleasantries, serious disagreements persisted. Trump pressed for a 15% tariff on South Korea, greater financial contributions to U.S. troop deployments, and even U.S. ownership of military base land in Korea. These demands highlighted the transactional nature of Trump's foreign policy and the strains within the alliance. North Korea reacted sharply to the summit, condemning the ongoing Freedom Shield joint exercises as preparations for war. Military officials in Pyongyang warned that American forces in South Korea are not solely aimed at the North but also at China, signaling how deeply intertwined Beijing's interests remain in peninsula affairs. At the same time, Pyongyang dismissed all peace gestures from Seoul, declaring South Korea unworthy of diplomatic recognition. Trump's renewed push for a meeting with Kim Jong-un appears motivated by personal ambition as much as diplomacy. During his presidency, Trump met Kim 3 times, securing headlines but no substantive results. Reviving such meetings may serve his political image, particularly as he continues to seek international recognition and domestic support. Yet the fundamental divide between Washington and Pyongyang endures. The United States demands full denuclearization, while North Korea insists on sanctions relief and security guarantees. Meanwhile, President Lee finds himself caught between competing pressures. In Washington, he pledged deeper defense cooperation with the United States and closer coordination with Japan. Yet soon after, he dispatched an envoy to Beijing carrying a personal letter, signaling Seoul's reluctance to distance itself from China's economic influence. This dual strategy reflects South Korea's difficult position, dependent on U.S. protection while reliant on Chinese markets. The broader picture is sobering. While Trump frames diplomacy as a matter of personal relationships, the Korean Peninsula's challenges run far deeper. Without trust, gestures risk becoming performances rather than progress. China, too, plays an essential but often concealed role, exploiting divisions to advance its own strategic interests. The real question is whether the U.S., North Korea, and South Korea can move beyond symbolic summits to genuine compromise. Until that happens, peace will remain fragile, and the region will remain vulnerable to new cycles of mistrust and confrontation.